Are you cheating on the one who God revealed is your future kingdom spouse with a placeholder? You know, that guy or girl who you don't really ever see yourself marrying, but is just a temporary stand-in. Now, I did a video not too long ago on how God revealed my future husband 3 years prior to him pursuing me. Now, if you haven't watched that video yet, I encourage you to go check it out, but after this video, okay? It would have been nice to say that I waited those 3 years patiently and didn't date anybody, but that is far from the truth. I actually had a couple of placeholders in the midst of that, but I finally did surrender my dating life to the Lord. So in this video, I want to talk about why people have placeholders and the consequences of not letting them go. So y'all make sure to stay to the end. And before I get started, do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe, and even share this video. So I want to share 3 reasons why people have placeholders to begin with. So the first reason is doubt. You don't really believe what you heard God say in the revealing of that future spouse. You think you're crazy, or you think like, this can't be God. I can raise my hand to this. I thought I was crazy. Like literally, I thought I was crazy. And I was like, ain't no way in the world. I'm tripping. I just need to go home and take a nap. Okay. Because naps take care of a lot of things. Even Jesus rested on the boat during the storm. But for real, maybe it's taken too long. Like for me, it was 3 years until I started to see movement in that area. Maybe you've been waiting longer. So that waiting period can make us doubt what God has said. We see that over and over again in the Bible, how Abraham and Sarah waited a long time for the promised Isaac. But we also see that they took matters into their own hands and caused Ishmael to be born. But I want to tell you, if God truly said it, it is going to happen. We just have to wait for him to make it happen and not try to take matters into our own hands. I love in Jeremiah 1:12 when God tells Jeremiah, I am the one who watches over his word to perform it. God is watching over his logos word in the Bible, also the Rhema word that has been spoken to you as well. He will perform it. Now, if you're someone watching this and you need discernment and clarity in the situation, we encourage you to click the link in the description or even the pinned comment and book a call with us. Now, the second reason why people have placeholders is a common one, is because they do not want to be alone. They think dating someone who isn't even marriage material is better than being single. And I definitely had my fair share of feelings of loneliness as well. And maybe you've seen the person who you believe God revealed is your future spouse with somebody else. And you're like, well, I'll just date too. I'll have little placeholders until they are single. Because again, you do not want to be lonely. And you think if they ain't lonely, I ain't finna be lonely either. And the third one that I want to mention is maybe you were already dating someone when you got that revelation that somebody else was your kingdom spouse. And God has warned you that that person you're currently dating is not the one he has for you. There was a situationship that I was in on and off, and God continued to tell me through visions and dreams and even my friends, like, this is not who God has for you. He playing you. He cheating on you. And he did end up being engaged 2 weeks after, but that's my fault. That's my fault for not obeying the Lord. Now, if you can relate to any of these, put it in the chat. I want to see it in the comments. Remember, you are not alone. You are not the only one who's going through this. And that's why me and my husband like to be transparent of our past. We don't want anyone to ever think that we have always been just who we are now. We still have room for growth as well, but God has took us a mighty long way, okay? Don't ask about me. Just take it at my word, okay? Which leads to 4 consequences of placeholders and not letting them go. So the first consequence is they can delay the real thing, the one who God has for you. It blocks you from being open and available for them to pursue you. It's not likely that a man or woman of God is going to pursue you when they already see that you're in a relationship. And so you want to position yourself and not waste time or space with a placeholder. Somebody put in the comments, that placeholder is blocking your blessing. And in our coaching program, we have a lot of testimonies of people's eyes being open and realizing that they are in a placeholder relationship. They realize that person that they have been holding on to is really keeping them from God's best. The second consequence is that it can block your healing. You see, if we never just sit alone with ourselves and with the Lord, he can never truly be able to do the healing that he desires to do. If we're constantly jumping in from a relationship to relationship, you do not get the healing and deliverance and just breaking the soul ties. Some of you are running away from the truth, that you don't want to face reality and the issues that you have, and you think that someone else is going to help you. And that is not the case. Only Jesus Christ can help you. But will you allow him to? Will you give him the time and the space to do the healing in your singleness? Before me and my now husband got into a relationship, he had me read his book, Completely Single, which talks about becoming the right one before finding the right one and making sure you're giving God the space to do that healing within you so that you can be healthy when he brings the right person to you. The third consequence is that placeholder can lead you into sexual sin. It is much easier to fall into sexual morality when you're with somebody, especially someone who is not submitted to the word of God in their lives. Temptation is real. Too many people are putting themselves in tempting situations in these placeholder relationships when they're struggling with sexual morality even by themselves. This is another reason to allow the Lord to heal you and deliver you from lust. And this is something that he delivered me from. And those placeholder relationships caused me to fall into sexual morality, or at least get really, really close to the line with a touchy-feeliness. These relationships can also cause more heartache and pain that God did not intend for you to experience. Had you had been single and just allowed the Lord space, you wouldn't have to deal with another breakup. You also wouldn't have to deal with wasted time and energy and mental capacity and putting your nervous system on edge. And the fourth and last consequence of placeholder relationships that I want to talk about in this video is that you can possibly end up settling for that placeholder relationship, where it's like, I'm here to stay at least for a little while longer than what you intended. Because a lot of times placeholder relationships leads to placeholder marriages that end in divorce. Too many Christians have ended up settling with their placeholder relationship in marriage. It might be due to not believing that your real spouse will ever come. It might be due to pregnancy out of wedlock and you end up getting married for the child's sake. You see, it's so important to surrender your relationship with the Lord because God is in strategic alignment when it comes to kingdom marriages for his kingdom purpose. Marriage is not just to satisfy your desire to be loved and known, because you will be loved and known ultimately by Jesus Christ. And yes, godly marriage is an earthly reflection of that love, but no marriage, not even a godly one, can replace Jesus Christ in our hearts. And God has plans for you and your kingdom spouse. When he finally does align you together, it's going to be for his kingdom purposes. So if you're watching right now, and maybe you might find yourself in a placeholder relationship right now, and you know the Lord has been telling you, that's not who I have. I encourage you to make the decision to finally let it go. Maybe you're someone who's a serial placeholder person who's looking for your next replacement as we speak. It's time to reserve that space for first and foremost Jesus Christ. And at the right time, he will invite your godly kingdom spouse. It takes courage to do that. It is not easy, but it is so, so worth it. I am so glad that I finally let go of placeholders and sat with the Lord and allow him to do that work within me. And he continues to do a work within me in my kingdom marriage now. Because don't get it twisted, I ain't Sally super saved over here. I still have flaws. But I'm going through the sanctification process through marriage and even motherhood so that I can look more like Jesus Christ and be ready for his return. And so again, I want to invite you, if you're someone who's needing help in that area to let go, maybe you're needing more discernment and clarity. Maybe you don't know what's God, what's not. We can help you align it with the word of God. If you're someone who's wanting to prepare to be the right husband or right wife for your kingdom spouse, click the link in the description, fill out the application, and book your call with us. God is renewing minds when it comes to relationships. God is allowing people to live on purpose and refocus their mind on him and not just getting married, but knowing that that desire is not bad, just putting it in the right place. So book your call today with us. We'd love to partner with you on this journey. So that's the end of this video. Again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. Share it to anybody who you know might be a serial placeholder in love. Like, hey girl, look at this video I saw. Or hey bro, this is the word for you this year, okay? But if you like this video, you'll probably like these. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.